Alrighty, good morning, everybody. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning. Let's see if we can make some money today. It's actually been a pretty good week. Let me turn on the... Alright, there we go. It's actually been a pretty good trading week. It's been fair. Up on the week. Had 2 good days, 2 neutral days. 2 break-even days and 2 good profitable days. So it's fair. It's fair. We can take that. That I'm okay with, given the price action. That's clearly not a secret that it's market conditions are just not good right now. So yeah, conditions are just not good. It's not good enough, unfortunately. Got to make some decisions. Just not good enough. See if we can make some money today. That's what we're going to do. That is how we're going to solve the problem. We're going to make money instead. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to flip through and do the 4 hours. Waited here, figure out what to watch. Still liking Euro-dollar short. It was a good close. Yens finishing out. Actually, let me watch this. I may take that. Such a huge possibility of moving lower than that. I just don't want this to bounce and go into a range and it does nothing for the rest of the day and could have just closed the profit. I'm going to close this profit right here on Euro Yen. Whatever. Taking the win on this. Took that little position short. That was a decent trade. 17 pips. I'm gonna let Euro dollar go. Close Euro Yen. Just who knows, man. Don't know what it's gonna do. Just in case it bounces. I'll take the risk on Euro dollar. It's risk management. All right, so good morning, guys. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Chat right. Yeah, so good morning. Here's what we're going to do. We are going to flip through and take a look at the 4 hour, do our unbiased, objective look at the market, facts only, no FOMO, no fear and greed, what is and what isn't only. See what we got. Let's just get right into it. Here. Wasting time. And again, let's see, it's 5:47. We got a new candle about 45 minutes ago. Kind of coming into the end of the volume in London. Which is kind of funny. I mean, I guess if you want to call it that. Not a lot of volume in London lately, but the timing where the most amount of volume happens is now. We're kind of coming into the end of it. Hey, what's up, One Life? What's going on, man? Good to see you, man. Good to see you, brother. One Life in the chat. What's going on, bud? Yeah, man. So let's just get to it. 4 hour, and again on the group side, we're still watching that short. See if that's going to go. It's got a lot of room, and it's one of the things that makes sense until something changes, until something actually starts moving. Right now, the euro is weak. Yen and the dollar are strong. CAD is another possibility. Like CAD yen, CAD dollar, maybe dollar CAD. Anyway, Buttcorn, it's distributing at 50K. Good game. We'll see how much higher it's going to go. Ethereum back at 4,000. That's incredible. Never going to hear the end of that. Yeah, so blew through that daily zone. Good game Ethereum. Nothing to say. Take profit on the way up. Remember, you can't see the right side of the chart. That's all I have to say. Scaling out profits at this point. I would be. It's just me. Depends on what your goals are. But man, You got to take, I don't know, you got to take the gifts you're given sometimes. A hard lesson that people will learn. When stuff is up like that, that's when you sell it. You don't buy it, you sell it. That's when you take your profit. So yeah, Bitcoin's looking great. It's back at 50. Nothing to say. It's back on the high, waiting to see how high it's gonna go. Who knows, man. Good game. It's just back equal highs. It's not really a short here. It's could be, because it is high at the top of a range, and where it is, it's very dangerous, very, very sketchy. Leaving that alone. Leaving it alone. Nothing to do there. It's just where it is. It's not a good place to buy, or I mean, I would rather be short if I had to choose, just because of where it is, but it's holding up here. Like, it's not really a short. So no trade on there. Good game. It's distributing. Dollar. Come on, dollar. That dollar looks like it's about to start to reverse a little bit. Put in some green candles. It's about time. Come on, dollar. I want that dollar to come up. Everything else can come down. I mean, this price action is clearly starting to stabilize on the low. Man. I don't know what I would do there. I'd wait on it. Wait for this candle to close and see if the next one pulls back and doesn't break the low, but hopefully this dollar will move. We do have NFP today, so crap my face. Hopefully this dollar will start to go. That would be cool. Yeah, so there's that. Next. So if the dollar is going to gain over the next, a few candles, hopefully it starts to gain and doesn't range, but it's still going to be a few more hours, another 3 hours for NFP. So there's that. And we're obviously watching the inverse of all those, like euro dollar. If the dollar is going to gain, this is going to come down pretty hard. So we'll watch that. It's kind of back on some equal highs up here. Nothing to do there right now. Wait. Euro yen. Same thing. I'm actually short euro dollar and euro yen, or I was short euro yen. I closed euro yen, but got a very small position short on this. It's in profit. I'm waiting to see what it's going to do before I make a decision on it. Kiwi might be trying to go back up. We'll get to that in a second. Good, man. Yeah, good deal. One life. Yeah, so euro yen kind of looks like a short. Euro dollar and euro yen are both got some good possibility if this thing will start to die out. This is probably getting close to Euro Aussie. Watching these, the Aussie and Kiwi pairs they've gone so deep over the last 2 weeks. It's been a crazy downtrend on that. Euro Aussie is wild. Went way up and then all the way back down. Pretty wild. It's just big push just for like the last week and a half. And the Aussie and Kiwi, it's just been going up. So it's everything against it's getting pushed down. It's the Aussie and Kiwi that's been the thing. New Zealand dollar and the Australian dollar, both just been on a wild ride. So it's pushing all these down. Man. Make a decision. make a decision on this thing. Yeah, same thing on Euro Kiwi. Just waiting for some sign of a reversal. Basically, we need to wait for the. Do I have a botnet? That is an amazing question. Hey, what's up, man? Yep, that actually, yep, looks pretty interesting. Yep, that may be a thing. Yeah, we'll definitely could be a thing. We'll see what's up with the CAD. Yeah, pound Kiwis, man, pound Kiwi is back up too. Same thing. Yeah, CAD stuff. Pound CAD probably doing the same thing. Yeah, the CAD. It's the CAD rolling over. Nice. So that may be a thing. So hold. Yeah, a lot of these look like they're possibly reversing. It's just like stuff is so deep, man. There's such a huge potential for that to come back up. Watching these. So yeah, Euro Kiwi again, looking for some evidence of a reversal. This kind of price action is not quite there yet on the 4 hour. It's probably close though. Euro CAD is trying to come back up. Short term, definitely. Still a higher low. It's kind of a range contraction. It's just, yeah, kind of got lower highs and higher lows at the same time until it snaps out of one of those. Probably rather be long if I had to choose. We'll wait to see. The euro is pretty weak, so we'll wait to see what's up with that. I think it's the CAD that's moving it. Euro pound, pretty choppy. These have been following each other. It's pretty choppy. It's a nice little downtrend the last few hours. Obviously sold off right there, but it's just back into buyers. Like there's so much here. Like there's so much going on right here. It's just you're shorting something that's probably doesn't have much farther to go. But it honestly would kind of make sense that it would just a few more pips to the downside. You just remember your risk. You're taking a big risk trying to sell into all this stuff. It's all these buyers here. It's not really a good risk at the moment. Pound Aussie. Pretty close. You're just back into buyers. This is another one we're watching. Sorry, I was looking at something else. Looking at another chart. This is definitely one to watch. Pound Aussie and Pound Kiwi both. Pound New Zealand dollar right now is the one that's looking the most like a potential reversal. It's just probably time for this to start picking back up. Nothing there really. Pound CAD. Sorry, I'm kind of focused here. Pound yen. Euro yen, nice little push. Come on, euro dollar. So yeah, pound yen. Sorry, I'm flipping back, looking through, so trying to find something to enter at the same time. Trying to make sure there's not something going on here that needs to be entered. New Zealand dollars again making another lower high. So is the CAD. The CAD and the New Zealand dollar are both weak. If there's anything that's trying to develop here, like pound long possibly in some of them. Pound CAD, pound New Zealand. Anyway, pound yen. It's a range right here. It's a range, and it's right in the middle. It's not much to say here. Probably got a little bit higher to go. I bet you it's going to poke one more time higher and then sell off. So that may be a thing. You got a stronger pound at the moment. It's not strong, but it's kind of gaining. So maybe stronger pound by just a little bit. Pound dollar, kind of the same thing. I mean, you just got this up here. You just kind of got this shelf up here where your sellers are, all the way out here. That, you know, there's this whole band of selling right here. It's probably going to poke just a little bit higher and then start to sell off. So it wouldn't be surprising if this would run up just a little bit more. That would make sense. Call it right here for now. That would make sense. Pound dollar. Waiting for the dollar. See if the dollar's going to get strong or what. Pound Swiss, kind of the same thing. Still looks bullish. Maybe a little bit higher. Same thing. Kind of makes sense for it to go higher. Pound. Yeah, especially pound Swiss. That's one to potentially watch for higher prices. It's weird because the price action doesn't look like it right now, but 4 hour kind of looks bullish, like it's going to be. It looks like a bullish range. It's putting in a consolidation. It looks like it's a bullish consolidation to go higher, to go break the high. So that's kind of a thing. NASDAQ distributing on the high, nothing to say. Same thing. The S or on the Dow. Not much. There's nothing. It's hard to make a decision on something like this. I mean, when every day is an all-time high, what do? You know, just looking at the NASDAQ and the S&P, like where it is, like it's on the high now. We basically got a new high overnight in Asia. We have a new high overnight a couple hours ago. 2 o'clock this morning, a new all-time high, pre-market futures, S&P 500. So, you know, when you're on the high, there's nothing to do but try to sell the high of the day. If it'll give it, you know, if it'll give it to you. If this thing will run up to some crazy extreme level within the daily candle, try to sell the high of the day for the reversal. Basically, it's just not a trade right now. It's neither. It's not doing either. Just basically nothing, but that makes sense pre-market. That doesn't tend to move very much in London anyway. Dollar CAD. Oh my gosh. Tired this morning. Man. Crazy stuff. Interesting. I mean, on dollar CAD, I mean, we'll see what happens with the dollar. The CAD is definitely getting weaker, so that's kind of what's pushing us up. The problem is the dollar is very weak, so this could be deceiving. This may not go up as strong as you want it to. As far as the 4 hour structure on this, It's just, nah, not there. It's not there. If you'd have taken a risk on the low, maybe. You just don't want to buy into this now. It's too close to a potential rejection point. Leaving it alone, honestly. It's kind of where everything is. We're waiting on NFP, waiting for something to get to a tradable price level before that, so we can try to anticipate a move. That's what we're trying to do with euro dollar. I don't know what's going to happen there. Depends on what the dollar's going to do. Depends on NFP. Really, it could go either way. It probably will go both ways. It's probably going to get faded. It's impossible to trust FOREX Factory for a direction, whether it's red or green. Stuff just gets faded too much. Whole bunch of bad news for the euro. So yeah, gold. Next, let's skip through this. We skipped oil. Oil's, it's already very high. It's been strong. It's trying to grind higher. It's just not, my thing to try to take an entry right there. Probably, it's maybe. I mean, it's maybe. This price action looks a little funky short term. Like it's struggling. It's struggling. There's a lot of sellers to the left. We'll see. I'm worried about this like double topping and then rejecting, going into some kind of a range or something, and not really going very far. Gold. Nothing. I mean, there's nothing to say. It's crazy. It's been like this all week. It's not going anywhere. There's nothing to say here. We've had a couple of these spouts here where it just goes sideways for days at a time. Days at a time, sideways. Just how it's been this week. There's been no move. The dollar's continually dropped and gold has stayed where it is, which is not really a good sign for gold. That means gold's been pretty weak. So, yeah, interesting there. For the dollar to be dropping and gold to be staying flat in a range like that, really a good sign, but I don't know. Just not going anywhere. There's no price action to report there. Aussie dollar, I mean, that's looking like a potential short. I mean, hard to, better if it would go just a little bit higher, but it's probably going to go down at some point. Probably about time. Question is, how much is it going to range before it pulls down? This could be painful sideways and not actually start selling off. Really depends on the dollar. What's going to happen to the dollar today? It'll be a big question. So, kind of, what's the cliff notes here? Like, what's actually going on? The euro was a little weaker. It's kind of flattened out a little bit. I got a stronger yen and a little bit stronger dollar over the last probably hour or so. There's not much to report really price action wise. I mean, we've pretty much gone through everything on lower time frames. Almost nothing has really moved yet. Everything's still in its ranges or not in a good place. Again, Aussie and Kiwi potential reversals. Just very juicy potential there. Euro Kiwi's looking interesting here, back in the range. If it pulls back down, be looking to buy into red candles on something like that. There's some possibilities here. There are some possibilities. This kind of stuff is juicy, to go into a range and try to buy it on the low to move it back up a little bit. You're probably going to get some kind of range like this. And as this rejects here, it's probably going to reject right here on these wicks. Oops. You know, as this pulls back down, you're anticipating a higher low. You're going to try to buy into it with a stop below the low. And if it doesn't break the low and holds, it ends up doing something like that, then you've got a very good position with almost zero drawdown. You know, so that's kind of the thing. Is we're going to wait for this to potentially pull back and try to get the most efficient entry we can. Something like this is definitely possible. There's a few of these. New Zealand dollar, pound New Zealand, very similar. Just depends on whether the euro or the pound is going to be strong, or both, or neither. Just depends on what both currencies are doing relative to each other. Is the thing that matters. Euro QE, so we're gonna watch that. Definitely. Euro CAD looks good too. The Canadian dollar is also weak. Crazy, there's nothing lining up right now. If you look at the bot, there's nothing there's 0 trades out of 28 combinations. There are 0 there should be stuff in between here. There's 0 that are lining up on this tool right here on multiple time frames. There's nothing that's lining up in a direction. Out of 28 possible combinations, there are 0 that are lining up for a confluent trending move, where there's a multi-time frame confluence. Pretty crazy. There's nothing. 0 out of 28 combinations are ready to be traded. So that's kind of a thing right there. There's your answer. 0 out of 28 are lined up. So Euro Aussie again. Aussie and Kiwi reversals. A lot of potential there. We're going to sit through pullback time here. Unfortunately, it's just going to be, we're going to be waiting for NFP today. It's just going to be the way it is. It sucks. It's Friday. Take a break for a little bit until NFP. There's pretty clearly nothing happening. We're going to try to stick with it. And just in case something starts to develop, and we can potentially position for something against the dollar before it happens. That's the key, is to try to get in before the big volume on, especially something like non-farm payroll. You want to get in early. You don't want to mess with it while it's happening. You're going to get slipped and get these 30 pip spreads and all this crazy stuff. It's just and just get murdered in the whipsaw. Try to get in it early. Get a stop at break even if you can, or another option is just to wait and let it happen and try to trade from the extremes when it after it moves already. You know, say it dumps hard and goes all the way down, then you try to, you know, maybe catch some kind of bounce or something. But that's on the risky side too. The better thing to do is to get positioned early and just sit back and let it go. Sit back and just watch it go. And if you get stopped out, no big deal. That kind of thing. But trying to chase it is how you get hurt, man. You can get riggedy wrecked trying to chase NFP. Yeah, so right now, just waiting for the dollar for one thing. Let's see if the dollar is going to move down. That's a big question. Are the Aussie and the Kiwi going to reverse? That's another big question right now. Is there going to be a reversal in the Aussie and Kiwi? Pretty big question right now. I think Euro Kiwi is very interesting where it is. This price action is looking like a potential relief rally back to the upside here for a few pips. I mean, even you're talking 30, 40 pips potentially back to the top of the opening range here, where your sellers are too. You know, talking about 40 pips up there. So on a pullback, I'm going to watch this. If this will put in a red candle, I'm going to probably buy into it with a stop below the low. And if this is the low of the day, your projected high is way up here. So given that the low is in, we're looking for your high to be way up here. So there, we know that there's potential room for this to travel. So you're just trying to get the best deal that you can right now until it's invalidated. And if it breaks the low, that would be your invalidation point. And the pound Kiwi is probably another one. It's the same scenario. Don't know whether the pound is going to be stronger or the euro is going to be stronger right now. Probably the pound. So yeah, guys, I mean, you know, kind of got it figured out. Just waiting. I mean, we pretty much know what's going on. Gonna wait for NFP. Pairs against dollar. Yeah, and that's Manson. That's kind of what I'm saying about the dollar. Yeah, if the dollar is gonna start gaining, then all that stuff that's way up, like euro dollar, Aussie dollars on these crazy highs, like crazy peak highs up here, Aussie dollar, euro dollar, pound dollar, that's kind of exactly what we're saying, is waiting to see if there's going to be some kind of a reversal, if the dollar is going to get stronger today, which is a big possibility on NFP, that we get some big crazy push. It's probably going to go both ways and slam everybody out, but where does it end up? You know, where is it going to end? Is it going to be higher or lower? Is it going to run down and break the low, or is it going to run all the way back up and get super strong? And if it did, something like euro dollar is going to get absolutely destroyed to the downside. It's going to get smashed. You know, something like that. Aussie dollar is another one. Oops, sorry guys. Aussie dollar is another one that's very, very high right now. And if that thing it's already put in a lower high. If it starts to reverse, it's, you know, it's one that's got a lot of room to travel. Look at Aussie dollar here, how high this is. You got to zoom out to even see it. This thing is screaming on the top. So if the dollar is going to get stronger today on NFP, going to want to be short here. And this is the thing. Do you anticipate it, or, you know, what's going to happen? Is it going to whip you both ways? Who knows, man? I'll just have to wait to find out. Or position on the things that make the most sense with the least amount of risk and drawdown. You know, like right here, while this is pulled back, Euro Kiwi, it's tempting to try to take that long. It's not a bad position. If it breaks the low, take the loss. But if not, it might go up for the rest of the next week. You know, where it is right now, it's a buy. Matter of fact, I'm going to take a small nibble on this with a stop below the low. If it gets stopped out, whatever. Lose $10 or make $100 kind of thing. It's just a very good RR. Run that back up and out. Back to the top of the range. Why not? Try to run it back to the top of the range. See if it'll go. This thing could go way up by a lot. Previous level. Lose $7 or make $27 on that small position. Looking good here. Let's go. What is it? 67511, 67511. Riggedy. Pretty far up. 7.5. It's right, man. It's crazy. Pretty wild. There's your trade. Get stopped out. No big deal. Small position. But if it runs, it could go a lot farther than that. You gotta understand how low this thing is. You know, if it ends up pushing up. Definitely watch the Kiwi, Aussie, and dollar stuff on NFP, because the Aussie and Kiwi tend to move opposite of the dollar There's always something that goes opposite, and it's normally the Aussie and Kiwi. So we'll watch that. Going into NFP, just take a little small position here, see what happens. If it stays in the range, then cool. Whatever. Man. Crazy day today. Come on, euro dollar. Dump it. Come on, Kiwi. See if we're going to get a reversal on the dollar or the Kiwi here. Come on, baby. You can do it. All right, so euro yen was closing the green. Got a little more here. Come on. Let's go. Euro Kiwi. Basically waiting to see how this is going to go. Euro Aussie, Euro Kiwi, both potential reversals. Now's the time to take it with a stop below the low. Let's just watch and see what happens here. Give me a few minutes and we get some food together, and we're going to continue this on. We got 2 hours before NFP. Why not wait till NFP? Depends on the setup. You know, I'm trading this. It's a fair question. You know, I'm trading the setup and not the news. Things are going to go where they're going to go anyway. The volume is going to make it happen quicker. Just trading setup. And NFP shouldn't really have a big effect on Euro Kiwi. The US dollar, absolutely. Be careful with anything with the dollar in it. Being said, I have seen the Aussie and Kiwi be inversely affected during heavy volume dollar moves, but I'm trading a setup here. There's something that's happened here that I'm willing to take this long now. I've seen something that I wanted to see, and this is a good risk long on this pullback. While this candle's red and pulled back, it's a reasonable risk to me to take a small position and look for a relief rally and back into this consolidation. It makes a lot of sense, honestly. And something's happened now that makes me think that this is going to hold and go up and reject and start moving back up here. So probably looking at the top of this range up here, up where this previous swing high is. We'll see. Taking profit on the way up. But right now, looking for stronger prices here. Looking for a weaker Kiwi is what we're looking for. Hopefully. Come on, baby. Everything's pretty flat. We're gonna watch it. Just wait. See what happens here, and then potentially some other things could be playing out. Yeah, so basically that's what's going on. There's really not a lot of price action yet. I think everybody's kind of waiting for NFP. There are some potential reversals because we had some big moves overnight in the Aussie, really, mostly. The euro is weaker. Not a lot to trade against it. Euro Aussie is going to be very interesting when it finds a low. It hasn't done it yet. Euro Kiwi is going to be very interesting. It might have found its low. It's possible. That's why we're taking that one. Give it a second. Let's watch it. Time to eat and grow. Then we're going to watch this. We're going to keep flipping through and look for entries here on things that are going to be less associated with the dollar. just because we know there's going to be volume, whipsaw volume coming in. It's probably going to go both ways on the dollar. It'll probably slam one way and then slam the other way and destroy everybody's accounts. And I'm going to try to stay out of that mess and pick something else that has potential to move, that's less likely to be affected by whipsaw back and forth. Kind of the name of the game here. And or get positioned on something with the dollar in it, some dollar pair before the news. Get in before the news. And if it goes the right way, jump out. You know, that kind of thing. That's kind of the name of the game today. That's probably going to be some in and out once it happens, and a whole bunch of nothing and chop till then. Probably going to be really painful day today. It's just going to be a painful day today. Just going to have to accept it. Unfortunate. But a phoenix will rise from the ashes. Believe it. Believe me there. And we will conquer this market. Believe me. All right. Food time. Waiting. Come on, Euro Kiwi. Looking good. Looking good to hold here. As long as this is the low for the day, we're good. We're in because of how deep low this is. Back to retest a major swing low. Marginally higher low, starting to reverse off the low. Looking good. Back inside the opening range. It's all good. Everything points to up. Waiting for volume to carry through. Hold on, give me just a minute. 1 second, and food time. Then we'll get back to it. 1 second, guys. All right. How we doing here? Trying to step back in for a second. Still looking okay on Euro Kiwi. Probably going to be kicking myself for not taking a bigger position there, but that's okay. Just trying to put some pips in the bag. Still looks good. I don't think anything else has changed yet. Dollar's not moving yet. Come on, Euro Kiwi. Money. These pips. Euro Aussie, maybe. Okay, so the euro is gaining a little bit after coming down for hours. So, I don't know, it still looks good. Entry's good. It's the reason we took it there. Entry's great. Let it breathe and see what happens. Might get lucky and get a run up. Yeah, chilling. Waiting for things to play out. Come on, Kiwi weakness. About the only thing happened. The yen's still strong. Dollar's trying. That was a really good close right there on Euro Kiwi. Looking good. Looking good. Yeah. Keep it going. Give me just a minute. I'm still here. Just waiting. Just waiting for a minute. I'm going to finish eating and chilling. Forgot I didn't have the camera on. Forgot about that. Anyway, good morning, YouTube, by the way. Wait. We can come back on in just a second. Just kind of watching right now. Just got a position on, waiting for it to go. We're waiting for NFP. I mean, there's really, let's not sugarcoat it. We're waiting for 8:30. We got 2 hours. Trying to catch something that's not related to the dollar before then. Just anything, see if something's going to go. I think we got one going here. Euro Kiwi looks good. It's probably going to slow down right here. If you were just looking to take a scalp, you'd probably close out. Probably be looking to close right here. I just got a smaller position on. I'm just going to let it go. I'm just going to let it go. Just let go. Let it run. Please go. Dollar. Come on, dollar strength. We want the dollar to get strong. That would set up more trades. Looking good. Looking good right now. Anyway, give me just a second. Still here. We're going to keep going through stuff. Keep flipping through every few minutes. We're just in a dead spot right now. There's just a dead spot. There's nothing to do here. This is going to be one of the lowest volume times of the day. Is right now about this hour. It is basically one of the lowest volume times of the day. So we're just watching right now. We're going to make some money though. We're going to close this week in the green. That is what we're going to do. So anyway, give me just a minute. Still here. Actually, with the Euro Kiwi here, we'll watch the center. Take a little profit there, 66895. Let me mark this out. 66895. Money. All right, there's your TP1 gray line for YouTube. TP1. People on the other side in the group know what's going on there. This is going to be first place to scale out. It's probably going to bounce and reject a little bit there. Hopefully range and go higher. We're really looking for this right there for a target. That's really the target. But let's see. Probably scale a little bit of profit out if it pushes up here. We got a little bit of sellers here to the left. Not much. It's flimsy. I think we're good. Anyway, just saying. TP1 right there. Give me just a minute. Figured that was coming. Let's see if this holds. See if it holds the low of the range. It's a possibility that it goes. It was worth a shot. What else? Bot's actually up today. It's up $70 right now. All right. Yeah, so pulling back to the low of the range. Hopefully this will make a higher low and go. It's still fine. Oh, foods again. I'm gonna make up some food. Pretty much the same. Nothing's really changed. Waiting on NFP. We're just in a dead spot. You don't expect much to happen right now, really. Hopefully things will pick up toward the end of this hour. Ooh, we got a new hourly candle. Gold's finally made a little push there. Yeah, it's just waiting for NFP. See what's going to happen on the dollar. Are we going to get up or down on the dollar is kind of the question. Either got a position for it now or stay out of it. Basically. Let's see if this thing's going to end up going or what. It was worth a shot. As long as it doesn't break the low, it's fine. Honestly, I don't want to see it go too much farther lower than the entry because of where the entry is. Anyway, we'll watch it. Nothing's changed yet. Still here. Still waiting on NFP. Give me just a few minutes. Still here. Just got to finish making my food. All right, guys, I'm gonna watch this here. If this closes back below the low of the range, I'm just gonna close it and just take the couple pips loss. I'm gonna watch this and see. I don't want this to go too deep. If it starts to close deep, it's probably just gonna go break the low. Unfortunately, it's not going. It was worth a shot. It was up for a minute. So I was saying while it was up here, if you were just looking to take the scalp, probably a good idea. That was not a good close. So crazy thing is it's probably just going to go back up. It's just whether or not you want to mess with it, just close it. Trade didn't go. It's such a small position that it's not a big deal, but at the same time, just recognizing that it's been invalidated basically. Almost too late now. It's just already pushed down. Happened all at the end of the candle there, so it's been invalidated. If it's closing below the opening range there, you just don't want to be in it anymore. And it still may make a higher low and go up, but done. Didn't go. Bunch of nothing, man. Bunch of crap. Oh, so that's probably wrecked. Yeah, chilling. Wait for NFP. Aussie and the Kiwi are just continuing. Nothing to do. It's too far to enter, in my opinion, unless you're just looking for a scalp on any Aussie and Kiwi pairs. I don't know. Watching now. Try to take a shot on something that made sense, and everything's pulling back in on itself. No big deal. Everything's pulling back. Pretty trash right now. It's just going to be a garbage day. This is not going to be a good day, is what's going to happen. But it's all right. We're going to finish in the green. We're going to win. Believe me. We won this week, but today's going to be a painful day. So just be ready. Yeah, chilling. Waiting to see what's going to happen. Give me a minute. What do you think? What's going on? Pretty flat. The Aussie's starting to flatten out finally. Waiting for that to come back the other way. Not yet. Euro Kiwi's back up. Back in profit. Barely. Come on, hold the low. We got stopped out. I don't know. We'll see what happens here. We'll see how this candle closes. The next one's going to matter. Whether the next one closes inside the range or not. Still a maybe. Hero CAD's trying to shift off the low too. It's a nice candle there. I don't know, guys. Pound Aussie's another one, looks pretty interesting. You know, you would have to get in it now before it starts pulling back up. You know, there may be something worth chasing there. You got a little bit of a trap there to the left. Pound Aussie, man. Looks interesting. Back in that higher time frame level. Probably due for some upside. Maybe. So yeah, about another hour. Got like another 45 minutes, I think, until NFP. Just chilling right now, waiting for NFP. It sucks, but there's nothing else to do other than to try to chase some scalps and stuff. That's kind of what we're trying to do. Watching Pound Aussie, Pound Kiwi. Just looking for potential reversals. Looking for something with some distance that could be traveled. So maybe. Trying to take reasonable risk on things that make sense. About all you can do. And wait for the volume. Everybody's waiting for the same thing. And then we'll try to figure out what the dollar's going to do. About it. Solid plan. It's the only plan. It's the only thing to do. Yeah. Waiting and watching, guys. That's it. Come on, Kiwi and Aussie reversals. And Aussie's interesting too. Euro Kiwi's still hanging in there. It's a maybe. It's a maybe. Was in profit. Now it's back to break even. Yeah, let's wait. Nothing to do but wait. Oh, good morning, Maya, by the way. I just saw that. Sorry, I was looking at the chat there. Good morning. Good morning, good morning. Good morning. Yep, it's kind of chilling right now, waiting for NFP. Trying to take anything that's reasonable. And basically just wait. It's just... We know how this is going to go. It's all going to happen all at once. So, yeah, pretty much. Sounds like my house. Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah, Aussie's interesting. Okay. Right. Yeah. Yeah. Still watching this. It's still sideways up here. It's distributing sideways. It's on these equal highs up here, and it sold off again. Yeah, it's spiked up. Yeah, spiked up a couple times. Yeah, it's pretty rough. But yeah, I just watching it. Yeah, waiting to see. Yeah, so we can pull back on the new monthly candle. Yeah, sure. Yeah, yep, absolutely, definitely where it is. Mm-hmm. Right. Yeah, I saw Ethereum was pretty high. Yeah. Yeah. Right. Yep. Yeah, I was watching it. It's in a weird spot. I mean, who knows? I don't know if it's going to hold and go up or what. I mean, it's holding. About to find out. Yeah, it's just whoops. It's just kind of sideways, but it's not dying either. It's yeah. It's definitely worth watching here. It's interesting where it is. Trying to figure out what it's going to do exactly. Trying to figure out what's going to happen here. What the Excel. Yeah, that's exactly the problem. It happens before you can get in. Yeah. Yeah, watching it. It's definitely in an interesting spot. Definitely watching that. We were just talking about that this morning because of where it's back up on the high again. Pretty crazy. Pretty wild. Yeah, that's kind of what we're looking for. To see if there's something that could be a good position for maybe some kind of reversal in the beginning of next week. Maybe, yep, something like that. Watching for some extremes. The sell some highs of the day and buy some lows of the day kind of thing. Even like the S&P, this thing's basically on an all-time high, going to be opening on a high today. It's just, again, it's back on the high. Right. Yep. I'm gonna watch for this for maybe the high of the day. Yeah, I was gonna say if it pumps up today, then maybe take a shot at a reversal or something. But just because it's on an all-time high, yeah, there's some possibilities. Just kind of waiting for volume right now. Unfortunately, it's got to wait. We're here since about 3:45 or 4 or so. There's just not much going on. Yeah, we're just here hanging out. Took something. What was it? Took Euro Yen short and closed that out. That's the only thing that's been closed. Euro Yen and Euro Dollar short. Euro Dollar still at break even. Took Euro Yen up here and they both dumped. The Euro was getting weak, and this was actually good. It was like a 15 pip run there. Took Euro Yen short and Euro Dollar short at the same time. Euro Dollar dropped and now it's just back at break even. I'm waiting to see if it's going to roll over or what. Don't know if the dollar is going to get strong. Just waiting to see what the dollar is going to do. Very small position. And then Euro Kiwi long that's still not stopped out, but it's just a little bit under. Took it long back here on the low of the range. It went up and then slammed down, and now it's just chilling. I don't know if it's going to probably going to break the low or something. I don't know. That's about it. Just waiting right now. Waiting for an FP. Yep, watching the Aussie and the Kiwi. Other than that, watching the Aussie and the Kiwi for reversals because they're so deep. They've pushed so far already. You got a potential reversals coming. That's about it. Watching the Aussie and the Kiwi, and then waiting for the dollar. Waiting for an FP. That's about it. Hanging out. Eating some breakfast. Waiting for... got another 30, 45 minutes. And then hopefully we can get some volume kicking and try to figure out what's moving and hopefully catch some scalps today. Hopefully get in and out or something. Catch something. Some kind of move. But we got to wait first. We got to wait for things to move. And yeah, that's about it. There's not much to position on right now beforehand, so it's kind of waiting. And we'll flip through it again in just a few minutes. Get a new hourly candle. We'll see what we get on the 8 a.m. candle. and start getting ready for it. There's really not much to do but wait, see which way it goes. It's probably going to go both ways. The dollar's probably going to go both ways. So anyway, just watching. That's about it. Waiting, eating some breakfast, waiting. guys. I don't know what happened to the stream there, to the charts. Trading view is crashing. What's that about? Trading view is crashing. WTF, man. Of course. It's always something, man. There is always something. Man. Pound Aussie getting killed. Euro Kiwi got stopped out for $6. Whoopee. Actually, it's not yet. It's close. Almost. Oh, man. Within a pip. About to get stopped out. It's worth a shot. Yeah, so I don't know what's going on with the stream here, guys. It's pretty wrecked. It's always something, man. This is going to be one of those days today, man. Looking forward to this day. Come on. Gotta make a decision I don't want to have to make today. I know I'm gonna have to make it. Aussie dollar. Come on. Yeah, just give it a minute. 15 minutes. 13 minutes. Aussie dollar's flying. Dollar didn't go anywhere. Everything's just chilling. Wait, no, we'll watch the dollar. Watch euro dollar. See what happens. Who knows, man? Stuff could go either way right now. Go either way. Either way. Here we go right now. Wrecked. That's wrecked. Made sense. As soon as that candle closed red, we knew it. I said, just let it get stopped out. Whatever. It was such a small position, I wasn't even worried about it. It was honestly just, I probably should just leave it, to be honest. Such a small position. I was just looking for at some point, maybe Monday or later today, for it to be higher, but just breaking the low. If it's going to break the low, just leave it alone. Wait for it to make sense. Didn't work out. So yeah, 10 minutes. 10 minutes till the Hunger Games. Let's see what happens. We can end this week on a high note here today, but we're gonna have to wait. Just gonna have to wait for volume. I don't know what else to do, guys. There's really not much else here. Just waiting. Just wait. We all know what's about to happen, so just waiting for it to happen. Basically, is it going to be up or down? How much of both? It's probably going to be both, but which one's going to win? You know, sometimes it can take 30-45 minutes for the true direction to be revealed. It can go back and forth and finally pick and stay in a direction. Yeah. Yeah. Waiting. Watching euro dollar. And there goes the chart again. I don't know what's going on with trading view, but it's smashed. don't like it for some reason. Or what that is with trading view getting wrecked like that. Yeah, euro dollar. Just watching the dollar, waiting. A few more minutes, nothing to do but wait. Let's just see what happens when it happens. You'll see it in the chart before you see it on Forex Factory. Well, Leroy Jenkins there. All right, so death of the dollar. There you go. What's going on with this internet? Oh, there. Can you hear me on Zoom, by the way? Okay, cool. Everything's crashed here. I don't know what's going on. Freaking internet's wrecked. I don't know what that is. Well, browser's not responding. Man, that's a heck of a dump on the dollar. So, I guess no short on euro dollar. Jesus, man. Wrecked. Well, there you go. The heck is going on? This thing's completely force closed here. Hold on a second, guys. Brave browser is not responding. Riggedy wrecked. Hold on a second. YouTube's not loading and the other browser. What is going on here? Riggedy. See what happens. Maybe we can get it back. And what is going on? Wrecked. Thing is unresponsive. YouTube's not loading.